Welcome back to Target Center Championship night here on 45 TV, and this one should really set up to be a heck of a game. Northfield's running a wonderful program, and their team this year is very strong. And then Cooper is the talk of the tournament, I think, the way they've come in this year. And so, Leah, it's hard to break down, but we have two different styles, really.
Absolutely. Two programs desperate to get their first championship, and we know that Robbinsdale Cooper is going to push the ball, a lot of pressure. And then Northfield, they're going to go in with their tall players. Let's look at Grace Touchette. She's an outstanding player who's been big in this tournament. They look for her. She's a leader, unselfish, and she will dish the ball. TT Longs for Robbinsdale Cooper is that player who does a little bit of everything for the teams. She will be leaned on to calm everybody down to get their first championships. That's the hope.
The players to watch are brought to you by Mills House. Try it at the house. Let's go to Dave Giles and meet the players.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Target Center, to the 2018 Minnesota State High School Girls Basketball Tournament, and to Championship Saturday. This is the Class 3A State Championship game, and it features the Section 6 champion with a record of 28-2, the Hawks from Robbinsdale Cooper High School, and the Section 1 champion with a record of 27-3, the Raiders from Northfield High School. And now let's meet the starting lineups for this state championship game. They will be introduced alternately, starting with Robbinsdale Cooper. At center, a 5'10" freshman, number 21, Kiara Wheeler. At center for Northfield, a 6' junior, number 42, Rachel Kelly. At guard for the Hawks, a 5'7" junior, number 2, Asia Wheeler. At center for the Raiders, a 6'3" senior, number 43, Annika Hoff. At guard for Robbinsdale Cooper, a 5'6" senior, number 4, TT Longs. At guard for Northfield, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Taylor Ernst. At guard for the Hawks, a 5'6" senior, number 5, Ju Gaston. At guard for the Raiders, a 5'8" senior, number 5, Clara Nowak. At guard for Robbinsdale Cooper, a 5'7" senior, number 20, Kiara Buford. And at guard for Northfield, a 5'9" senior, number 21, Grace Touchette. The Robbinsdale Cooper assistant coaches are Daniel Makepeace and Lakita Davis. The head coach of the Robbinsdale Cooper Hawks is Kiara Buford. The Northfield assistant coaches are Emiliana Groutman and Tammy Filzen. The head coach of the Northfield Raiders is Tony Matheson. The officials for the Class 3A State Championship game are Eric Gray of Minneapolis, Deb Weinreis of Edina, and Craig Lipinski of Proctor. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise? Remove your hats and face the flag. The national anthem this evening will be performed by Mandy and Janie Chang. Mandy is a senior, Janie is a junior at Nova Classical Academy in St. Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's at last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
Mandy and Janny. I'm gonna have to download their next single. Man, it's fun when you see the
Beautiful.
student section turning around like that, seeing who's singing. Today's starting lineups right here, Leah.
The Hawks, the Raiders here on the floor on Championship Saturday. Two exciting teams, different styles, have played excellent basketball up to this point. And Robbinsdale Cooper looking to press the ball. They're going to have to focus on offensive boards and the press. That is what their keys are for the games. If you want to run, you got to get the boards. Northfield, you got to limit turnovers. There's going to be some intense defense and interior play. They have size on this Robbinsdale Cooper team. They need to take advantage of it.
Starting lineups are brought to you by Education Minnesota, the voice for professional educators and students. And our keys to the game brought to you by the Greater Twin Cities Honda dealers, proud sponsors of Minnesota youth basketball. Hawks about 17 minutes away from Target Center. Northfield about an hour maybe. So both teams very close. And some tournaments teams stay in hotels. I know the Hawks for sure were at home. And as a coach, I kind of like the idea that they're sleeping in their own beds and at their own houses.
Yeah, it's probably better for the routine. It keeps everybody just doing your same day in and day out routine, and you know how coaches feel about that.
Yeah, I was talking to the Cooper coaches. They kind of like that idea. Here's a shot underneath by Cooper. Start this game. And Northfield will bring it down. Clara Nowak will have the basketball. Take a pick right there from Annika Hoff. Another pick on the other side. That roll there was, couldn't get the pass off.
She was wide open, though. That has to be a quick look inside. And
there it is. Good shot. Board battle. Hauled down by Asia Wheeler.
And you're going to have to use your body down low. You can see it's going to be a physical game.
Blocked by Hoff. Ball goes out of bounds. Allie will join us too in just a few minutes here with another feature. Boy, she's been doing an awesome job on those two. Really fun to hear those. Look forward to this one coming up. William B. Olsen. Dave here. We have a lot coming up at halftime with Chris and Marissa and Jenny, and just watching the battle there by Mimi Wheeler, the freshman.
Yeah, this freshman Mimi has been so outstanding, and I like her follow through right away. She gets herself involved in the game by boarding the ball, and that's a key for Robbinsdale Cooper.
Drew Gaston will pick up the fall on the backcourt pressure. Northfield will look at this now, and they won't get a lot of room to work. Grace Touchette, boy, she's a great player. Gets it off to Annika Hoff. And Hoff, how about this? You got your 6'3" senior taking it down. That's impressive. She's off to Cornell next year. Raiders out of Northfield. Coached by Tony Matheson.
See what the Raiders can get going with this pressure defense. You kind of have to stay calm in it. Work the ball around.
The matchup reminds me a little of the game prior to this with Roseau and Sauk Center.
A little bit.
Roseau can play real fast, as can Cooper.
Yeah, both of those teams can. And Northfield told me, you know, we can move, get up and down the court too. They like how their bigs get up and down the court. It's just that we know Robbinsdale Cooper is a faster team.
Touchette guarded by Gaston. Well, that is tight coverage. Touchette on the runner. Rebound. Good effort down there by Annika Hoff. Hey, give us your tweets. Got some good pictures in the last game. You can tweet those questions and photos, particularly right here to what you see right there on the screen. Attorneys on 45 TV. Boy, that's a nice shot high over a much taller defense.
And Ju Gaston starts this game. No intimidation, going up against a much taller player, but has no fear.
Tipped out of the hands by Wheeler. Very aggressive. Going to push that down too, waste no time. Good fake. Shot is up too much. Beanie had it and lost it out of bounds, but it was knocked out of bounds, so she'll get a chance to get that offense back out there. She had a nice game in the semifinals for sure. They got here by beating Benilde St. Margaret's in the state, or I mean the sections rather. There's Mimi. Right to the hoop. Kick out to the open shot. Wheeler again. Can't get it. Look at the battle underneath. Really scrappy. And a travel.
That's a hard call. That was a travel, but the Hawks doing a tremendous job getting those boards over and over, and they're going to have to continue with that through this entire game.
Raiders now making some substitutions here, keeping everybody fresh.
And both teams can go pretty well into their bench. I know the Hawks went about 9 deep in their last game, and Northfield Raiders can do the same thing.
Touchette working against Gaston. Off of the pick. Good block by Wheeler. Good recovery by Northfield. And a steal by Wheeler. He's all over. Nice move to the bucket.
This is exactly what the Hawks want to do in this game. They fluster you. They disrupt your offense. They make things so difficult. You start getting in your own head.
Well, early on in this game, a little bit like Hopkins, too. Hopkins will come out and give you the tough defense. Oh, my. Good start.
Target Center, where Northfield is talking unfinished business. That's the motto they came up with directly following after their loss in the section finals to Winona last year. But Coach Matheson says these girls are a lot more mature from last season. He says it's evident this year that they've moved on from hoping to win to expecting to win and be successful. I asked him what he expects tonight, and he said, I expect us to win this one for us.
Thanks, Allie. Rebound, Wheeler. Or Longs, rather. Back to Wheeler. Buford in the game out there. This is Gaston. Jada Buford.
The Raiders set up in this kind of matchup zone. Oh, that's the second travel on the Hawks.
6-0 Cooper with the early lead. The rankings at the end of the year look pretty good in this tournament. They were pretty accurate. Cooper was #1. Northfield was #4. Grand Rapids was in that top 10. They were here. Wilmer was in that top 10. They were here. And oh my, that will go back the other way. But anyway, the rankings were looking pretty good here in this tournament. The only team that really, I think, surprised everybody so far was Sleepy Eye unranked, and they won up in the championship game.
That was a fun Sleepy Eye team to watch. I thought they really gave it their all.
Moving the ball around nicely. Buford. Wheeler in the corner, try to go low. Nice cross-court pass and a foul.
Wow. That's exactly how Coach Buford probably wrote it up for her team. Nice passing movement, making that the matchup zone move so they can find some gaps.
Longs will go to the free throw line with a chance at a three-point play. 4 out of 5 starters have already scored. That's pretty balanced. Got 8 points. That will not go. All down by the Raiders. Grace Touchette, honorable mention All-State basketball player for Northfield. Coming around the top. Very aggressive defense right here for Cooper. That's how they play, and that's been successful. Touchette now with the first bucket for her team.
Yeah, I like for her looking for her shot. She had 21 in the semifinal game, and she's a great, she's the team's all-time leading assist leader, but she can score as well.
Boy, a circles, it doesn't drop. Another foul. Look at Cooper on the boards. That's impressive. Long's really gassed and great hustle over there, but she went down pretty hard.
Yeah, it looked a little worrisome, but she's up and moving.
Closed captioning brought to you by Touchstone Energy. Together we save. Yeah, I don't know if she hit her chin or let's see. Yeah, that hurt. She's in there though. The energy's still there. It makes it tough to get the ball in bounds, but they do. Touchette and Gaston. Interesting matchup to watch here through the course of this game. Cooper off to the early lead. #1 team in the state. #1 seed in this tournament. Touchette, they leave her alone, and it's a lot of room for Grace Touchette to pop it.
She's been really just so good in this tournament.
Boy, down in a hurry, left-handed runner. Good shot, won't go. But then aggressive right afterwards. That fall is on Wheeler.
Yeah, and that's a big rebound for Northfield, because this game started off and the Hawks were doing such a great job on the boards. The replay, nice rebound there. Emma Carlson.
Good crowd. They're ready for a good game out here. We got a 3-point difference, 12:26 to go. We're in the first half. State title is on the line tonight. Good action in the backcourt. Two good athletes. Oh, off her foot. That's going to be into the hands of Gaston driving. Might have gotten in just a little too fast there, but here comes Northfield now.
Yes, the Hawks are going to look to turn you over, and Robbinsdale Cooper really needing to take advantage on all those turnovers that they get.
Nice play. Wheeler, man, she's got hands. Reminds me of the Baravich sisters.
Yeah, she's a special player.
We saw in the game prior to this one, Sauk Center won it, but boy, Roseau was down by 21 points and got it to 3.
Right, and that's the lesson learned. Basketball's a game of runs. Never give up on this one.
And my point being that's that kind of defense that Wheeler plays. That's what really turned that game around at the end. Although Sauk Center got their first state title today earlier on. Nice drive to the basket, and Touchette's got all 7 points.
Yeah, Touchette's keeping her team in this game, and she is that player that they knew had to be big.
Buford. Out of bounds, knocked out by Northfield.
Yeah, you can feel the pace of this game really plays into exactly how Robbinsdale Cooper wants to play. Look at this drive to the basket with Touchette.
Buford inbounding the ball. Andrea Tribble in. Boy, she's a big cog in this wheel, too.
Yeah, she has been a great player. She's just a freshman, but she has made an impact in this tournament.
Buford, 3 on the way. A little too much. Rebound. Northfield, Touchette. Or rather, Lizzie Berkvam scrambled for the basketball. And the ball goes over to Cooper. Timeout. 10:57 on the clock. See some of the folks that came tonight.
Here's a look back at last year's championship game. Brought to you by Old Dutch. Quality lives here.
In last year's Class 3A final, Orono took on Winona, and the Spartans got a big night out of Tori Andrew, who scored 22 points, while teammate Mateo Rice added another 19 as the Spartans beat Winona 65-47, and Orono became just the third #1 seed to win the Class 3A title since the seeding began 11 years ago. The Spartans finished the year 27-4, while Winona ended the year 26-5.
I remember that being a really fun game to watch.
with the ball now. Cooper and the lead, 1 point. Trying to drive underneath.
It's hard going in there in the land of the bigs.
On the outside, Nowak has it. It'll give it back out top to Hoff. The breaks inside. She's got the height advantage, and she got it.
And that's where the Raiders want to go. Get that ball on the post down low. They have the nice high-low post who can really work very well from the block.
Here comes Asia Wheeler. TT Longs to the corner, and that shot will not go for Wheeler. Foul won't go. Boy, they're just so scrappy on the rebound and the scramble for it. This will be a possession arrow in favor of Cooper. Here's your 3A. Good look at the last 10 years.
Remember some of those great De La Salle's teams that came through in 2011, 12, and 13. And of course, there's Park Center a couple years in a row, and then they moved classes.
Yeah, and so did Cooper, by the way, although they dropped, but that wasn't their decision. That's just a decision made for them, and they dropped down. But boy, Coach Buford was telling me she loaded up the schedule and had no idea, and it just turned out to be to their advantage. Oh, man, that's a good shot. Wouldn't go down. Underneath. There's a foul called on Northfield.
Oh, and the fans do not like that. Let's take a second look at that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, it does look a little bit clean, doesn't it?
TT Longs. And got it. TT's a 58% free throw shooter. Some substitutions coming in. Arthel Massacoy comes into the ball game. One more time for Longs, trying to take the lead on this one. It's off the mark. Hoff with the rebound. Here comes Touchette. Guarded by Tribble. More substitutions now.
Yeah, we're seeing that more than probably any other game we've watched today, because both of these teams really utilize their bench, where a lot of the teams in the state tournament really buckle down to just the 5 teams or the smaller schools who don't have any more kids available.
Ernst over to Olsen Sola. Touchette off of the screen, got a little bit of room, and she'll pop it. That's all she usually needs. And on the rebound, there's another bump and a foul. This will probably be an Emma Carlson of Northfield.
You can see that players are going to have to be careful here with the fouls.
They're going to work a double low post down there now.
Let's see what they do.
Tribble. Guarded by Nowak.
How far out their offense has to start.
Raiders at the ball, hung on to it. It was Ernst, grabbed it, and then just kind of waited for everybody to get organized instead of rushing down the court. And take that baseline, the jumper. Mimi Wheeler's impressive freshman, man alive.
Yeah, I like her game a lot.
And underneath the basket as the ball bounces to her, Massacoy's aware of it, puts it up and in. Yeah, 11-9 now.
I like that when someone comes right in the game right away and shows you their value.
Robbinsdale Cooper with the lead again. And there's a foul. And this one will be on Cooper. Cooper plays in the Metro West. The Raiders, of course, in that Big 9. Both had great conference numbers. Inbound pass from Taylor Ernst. They'll work off of that free throw line, get it out to Grace Touchette, the honorable mention All-State player. We'll dish it over to Nowak on that left side. Let's go back onto the top. Carlson. Wide open look for Touchette. Too much. Rebound. TT Longs.
And again, she's doing all the little things that her coach wants to do with TT Longs. Getting rebounds, running the offense, scrapping on the defensive end.
Gaston out to Wheeler. Longs. Tribble. Mimi Wheeler trying to drive back out. Oh, great try by Ernst. But good hustle by TT Longs to get it back. A reset. Leading 11-9, 7.5 to go in this one. Andrea Tribble, the freshman, the massacre.
I like the patience that the Hawks are showing on offense. A lot of teams get in here and they get a little bit frenetic, try to push things too fast. They're being very patient.
Let's go down to Allie, courtside.
Dave, Northfield's assistant coach Tammy Filzen was the starting point guard for the Raiders' 1979 state runner-up team. She told me she sees such a resemblance from her old team to this current one. She said, like my old team, this one is unselfish, balanced, and we care about each other. She said that 79 runner-up team has sent flowers and cards to the current Raiders, wishing them luck. She also said her final message, just win one more game than we did.
All right, thanks, Allie. Here, there's a discussion. Technical was called. Emma Carlson got the fall, and she had a look of surprise in her face, and then something ensued after that. I don't know from the sidelines or what, but they're going to get a technical shot here, and it'll be Andrea Tribble, the freshman, will go to the free throw line, try to take advantage of this. 11-9, and Robbinsdale Cooper with the lead. Now an explanation being given.
In these big games, in a championship game, the free throw line matters. Scoring off of turnovers and taking advantage. Nice job by Andrea Tribble. Comes in the game as a freshman.
Great.
Whole crowd looking at her, waiting to see what she's going to do.
Great crowd. That's what I was going to say, Leah. It's a nice house here tonight. Oh, yeah, when she just kind of waved the hand, he went with the T. Well, I guess they're setting a tone early on that stuff.
They sure are.
Got to go underneath. Massacoy, good move underneath.
Oof,
Travel, man.
Quite a few traveling calls in this game so far. It's a nice looking move.
13-9, pretty low scoring so far. How about Hoff bringing the ball up a couple of times here?
I think she likes doing that. The bigs always want to bring it down the court.
TT Long's jump ball. This will go back to Northfield. Just so quick. Timeout, 13-9. Hawks with the lead. The Fan Cam brought to you by 45 TV. Man, they've brought a crowd, and Northfield's brought a crowd. That first game today, too, that was a great crowd.
Yeah, it makes such a big difference in here when everyone's community comes in to support them, all dressed in the school colors.
Inbound pass to Grace Touchette. She has all but 2 of their points so far, and there's almost a steal by Gaston. Touchette with the free throw might have hurt a little bit because of that defense. And quickly down and quickly picked off by Nowak. Not going to rush it. Annika Richardson in the game. They'll feed it down low and trying to get a shot off. And then Hoff on the rebound. She's too far underneath. Hit the bottom of the rim. And look at this. They'll push it in a hurry to the hoop. Still can't get it.
Oh, the Northfield players have to keep that ball up high.
Yeah.
They got a height advantage out there. But if you drop that ball down a little bit, the Hawks will steal it from you.
Gaston picks up that foul. So that's 2 on her.
Yeah, that is, and that could matter in this game.
But you play it that way till you kind of figure out how the game's going to be called, I guess, as you said earlier.
Yeah, and I think this game's going to be a little nitpicky. It's another travel. That's got to be the 4th or 5th travel call we've had.
Well, it is almost spring break when we do a lot of traveling, right?
Is that the reason?
That's got to be
the problem? Everyone's thinking about spring break.
Andrea Tribble.
Gotta get over that line. There you go.
Guarded by Richardson. Oh boy, quick to the hoop.
Wow.
Lays it up. Nice move. Can't get it though. That's tough when you got Hoff standing down there, but she's 6'3". Raiders to the hoop, lose the dribble. Boy, they had what they wanted. Then you end up with a foul. How many times do you see that?
Oof, that's frustrating.
Yeah, and that's going to be on Northfield. So right when it looked like they might have a nice, easy shot, it was set up beautifully.
I felt like Northfield was having success on the offensive end when they could get the ball down low to the post, to their big players, and take their time in laying it in particular on the right-hand side.
Here comes Tribble. Off to Buford. And underneath. Man, it's a physical game on the rebounds.
No one's having real success.
If you're wondering about Buford, Jada Buford, that is the head coach's sister.
That's right. Be kind of cool to be coached by your sister.
Well,
until you got home that night.
I got to think about that for a minute. Rachel Kelly. No, it is. It's kind of cool. So many neat little stories here at this tournament. Taylor Ernst off of a pick.
Nice screen.
And then a great defensive play again. Then a foul right afterwards. Ernst picks up the foul as the ball was stolen by Wheeler. Man, she got quick hands. Good anticipation. That's the key.
Good hustle by Asia Wheeler.
Timeout. 5:11 to go. 13-9 is our score. Cooper with the lead. Did you figure a few more points up than this or not?
Absolutely. I thought when this game first started, you could feel kind of the speed of it, in particular how Robbinsdale Cooper wanted to play, so I thought it was going to be high scoring right away. But the fouls have slowed it down quite a bit.
Eastview, Hopkins coming up after this. Eastview undefeated. Hopkins and Eastview played earlier this year. There's the Royals, and Eastview got them. But
they're enjoying watching.
I mean, that's developed into a pretty good rivalry, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, that's a big one. Eastview Hopkins, and I think it should be a great game. We know Eastview got Hopkins earlier in the season, but the state championship game is a totally different deal.
The Hawks average over 70 points a game. Wheeler's got her third point of the day. That's her fourth free throw. I take that back. Sixth free throw. They've made 4 of them. And Asia Wheeler, a 14-point average for the 5'7" junior. Will try again and got them both.
Well, there's no doubt this slower pace does favor Northfield. You know, they average about 59 points a game. But they have to figure out a consistent way that they can score. And can they get the ball to their big players down low?
Noah, then off to Touchette.
Touchette is going to keep him in this game. Boy.
3-point difference.
Yeah, she's outstanding. You know, you talk about her knowing how to distribute the ball so well, but in this game, they're looking for her to hit all the points and get everything running for the Raiders.
Asia Wheeler with the basketball. Going to back it up. We got 4:28 to go. Nowak comes out on her. The kickoff over there to Buford. She'll try to drive and look down for the low post. And then on the kick out, the pass is knocked loose by Touchette momentarily, but recovered by Tribble. Wheeler. Clearing the boards nicely that time. Olsen Sola. Corner, wide open shot for the Raiders. In and out. Olsen Sola again.
Got to slow down that shot a little bit. Nice rebound, but too fast in trying to finish it up.
Wheeler. Rebound. Who's got it? Tribble comes out of there with it. Buford on the outside. Front perimeter. There's Buford. She can shoot the 3. Man, look at Tribble hustle.
Going down.
That's going to be an overthrow.
Yeah, that's a tough pass.
Timeout. There's Eastview watching this game, getting ready for their championship game in a second. 15-12. Hawks. Cooper with the lead.
Well, Dave, the shooting percentages in this game are quite low. Robbinsdale Cooper is shooting 18% right now. Northfield's at 30. That's how difficult it has been for these teams to get the ball in the basket.
Buford, they won't give her three too much if they can help her, but Wheeler has a spot.
There it is.
Increase that lead by 6.
Asia Wheeler can get you 10, 12, 14 points in a game.
Ernst. Olsen Sola pulled way out. There's that pick. Nowak trying to drive. Good rejection. Here comes Cooper. Tribble. Missed the shot, but again gets hammered, and she goes down pretty hard. But yeah, short breather. She's back up and at it.
Really great hustle by the Hawks. And their defense getting that whole thing started by Jada Buford.
Andrea Tribble. And the freshman misses her first free throw. She's 2 of 3 now. She'd hit 2 prior to that. They had a nice schedule though. That Cooper Hawks, man, they beefed up in the schedule department.
Well, you notice the teams that have made it to the state tournament have all had some pretty, you know, they're battle tested, and I think the coaches realize that that is the way to go.
19-12, not as many points as a lot of people thought would be scored in this game, but we'll see how it all transpires. Northfield with the basketball now. This is Grace Touchette, really keeping her team in this game with her offense. Off of the pick, quickly covered up. Nice play by Tribble. Olsen Sola, then Ernst. Taylor traveled.
Well, those unforced turnovers are so frustrating for these teams because it just kind of gets rid of any momentum you have rolling.
Wheeler will take the ball up. She has 7 points, leading scorer for them right now. Oh, what a nice pass. And on the baseline, it's a shot they wanted. Can't connect. Hoff with the rebound. Touchette sees Ernst under the bucket with the assist. Ernst with the 2.
Easy basket. That's what the Northfield Raiders needed.
Buford underneath. Good drive. Rebound. Foul. That's what Kiara Wheeler does. And keep in mind, you got Tribble and you got Wheeler, and they're both freshmen. That would be a Mimi Wheeler, by the way. Asia's a junior.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Mimi Wheeler and Asia Wheeler. They come in and they work hard. They're very physical.
She got 5 rebounds, 3 points. And trying to increase the lead to 7. Oh, see, bring the ball down against the Hawks, and they live up to the billing as being a Hawk, man. They'll just take that right out of your hands.
Keep it up high. Pivot with that ball high up in the air.
Nowak. Touchette. Got a pick. The feed. Hoff. Baseline. No good. No. Good rebound by Touchette.
Good decision to pull it out. Oh, she wants that ball back.
Hoff on a mission down there with the left hand.
I like that.
Yeah, give it to me.
Yeah, she called for the ball. She knew she wanted it. She's 6'3". She has great positioning. Give her the ball.
I like that state championship game. Give me the ball. You got, the coach? That's awesome.
Right.
A minute left. Tribble. They want to go low again. Wheeler, boy, just hanging on the rim. Touchette, deep pass to Ernst. That's a dangerous pass. She got it there, though. And now underneath, they got it. Whoa. Foul's going to come on the other side, I think. Because Hoff was in position to probably rebound that and put it up.
There it is. That's what you like when a post player has her hands out and she's calling for the ball, telling you where she wants it, and you dump it into her and she scores for you.
But look at Wheeler. She darn near came in and swiped that thing when it was down low.
You're right.
She has great court presence, doesn't she?
Yeah, they've been outstanding, and they're always looking to steal that ball from you.
She just did it again. 2016 down the last 30. Will they work for the last shot, Leah? Probably not. Rejection.
They're just trying to score.
Wow. That ball will go back to the Raiders. This could be a big turnaround for them right here going into halftime. Nice.
Yeah. Good solid block. Nice couple minutes there for Hoff.
Raiders looking at good full court pressure. Touchette has it. Guarded by Tribble. Grace Touchette, honorable mention All-State player. Easy to understand why. She had a great semifinal. Nowak, Touchette.
Taking their time, high-low basketball.
Nice block. We got 6 seconds. Hoff trying to muscle it up, but it's out of bounds. It's off Cooper. How about that defense by Mimi Wheeler?
Yeah, really impressive.
There's Tony calling out some instructions with 3.1 left. Boy, he's done a great job.
Hoff had 2 good looks at the basket and couldn't get it done because Wheeler was sticking right with her and putting her body on her.
Oh, man. Good save on the pass. Will they get the shot off? They do it. The buzzer. That's good. And leave it to Touchette. 12 points in the first half for her. But more importantly, a 2-point game now at halftime. Low scoring, but just 2 points. Look at it. There it is. You can see it. What do you think of this start? Well, let's go down to Allie. She's down to Coach Buford.
Coach, we know your team likes to go fast. How do you like the pace you set in the first?
Pretty good. I think we go through spurts. I think we got out to a really good start, and then we had a trouble scoring, I think, for a little bit. We gave up we had a couple defensive breakdowns as well, so I just think being consistent on defense and then being able to score and push the ball, and then pushing the ball but not trying to, shoot quick shots in the half-court game, taking our time and being patient.
Low-scoring game. Who do you want to see step up offensively in the second?
I mean, I like to go inside a little bit more and get Mimi really, going and getting comfortable, and I think that will open up for my guards a little bit. But I'd also like to see us hit more jumpers as well. I think we need to move the ball a little bit and get some open shots and let them fall.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks, Allie. 20-18. And that is Kiara Buford. If she looks familiar, played for the Gophers, of course. And played on one of the maybe arguably the best women's basketball teams here in the state for St. Paul Central, title holder in 07-08. I know she doesn't want us to mention that. Wants to be it on her players, but how can you not mention it, right?
Yeah, well, she's been outstanding, an outstanding role model, an outstanding coach, an outstanding player. I'm so glad what she's doing for the game of girls basketball. It's been great, but this has been an interesting game. I have a feeling the second half is going to be totally different than the first half. There was some lulls in there that I don't expect to see in the second half. Some dry spells of scoring and shooting. I think if these teams can get a little bit more comfortable, I think Northfield was just starting to figure out how to score on the Hawks here in the last few minutes, and Robbinsdale Cooper, just like Coach Buford said, kind of had some moments where they looked great and then kind of dried up in other moments.
Well, they have a conversation about defending Grace Touchette because she's the bulk of the scoring right now for Northfield.
She's been unstoppable, and she does a lot of things for this team, but in this game, she's been the big scorer, and so, yes, they will look to slow her down.
In the final poll, Robbinsdale Cooper #1 and Northfield is #4, and they're living up to the billing of being 2 of the best teams in the state of Minnesota in 3A, and we're hoping for a great second half too here at Target Center. What a nice crowd here tonight already. Come on over if you got time. You're gonna love it. Championship Saturday on 45 TV.
2-point game here at halftime. Robbinsdale Cooper, the 1 seed, leading Northfield 20-18 here in the Class AAA state championship game at the girls basketball tournament here at Target Center on 45 TV. Chris Long here with Jenny Johnson and Marissa Layton. Jenny, what do you think from Cooper's standpoint in the first half?
Well, I think Cooper's got the tempo going and the pace they want. They forced 12 turnovers from Northfield, but haven't been able to finish those and capitalize on it.
Cooper leading by 2, but only shooting 18.2%. A little nerves, a little bit of pressure from Northfield so far, Marissa.
Yeah, I think they're having a hard time with Cooper's pressure defense. I think Grace Touchette is having a great game, and I'd like to see Annika Hoff get a little bit more involved. She's 6'3". Cooper doesn't have anyone who's tall enough to battle with her in the post.
Coming out of the gate, it looked like it might be first one to 70 is going to win this game. Robbinsdale Cooper came right out, scored scored the first 8 points in the game. 4 different scorers showing their depth, Jenny.
Well, they did a really nice job of spreading the wealth around and getting different kids involved in the offense. And then they grew cold a little bit and then just couldn't find the bottom of the basket. I'd like to see Mimi Wheeler shot fake a little bit inside, get her balance down, get both feet solid before she goes up inside.
Northfield's Grace Touchette scored 15 points in the second half of their semifinal win. She stayed hot, Marissa, here in the first half so far.
We knew that she was going to have a great basketball game in order for Northfield to win tonight. I hope that she has enough energy after playing 3 games in such a short time span to bring it again in the second half.
She had 12 points, 4 rebounds. Again, her last 2 halves combining for 27 points. She has been carrying them. And there's Annika Hoff, very good defensively. She had the block, and then there she is on the block on the other end. Get work done. That's not an easy down-low task for Hoff, especially with the speed, and she has been a very strong force down there, Marissa, for them defensively.
She has, and again, I'd like to see them use her a little bit more in the second half. I don't think that Cooper has an answer for her height and her presence.
Stats brought to you by U.S. Bank, the power of possible. Jenny, very interesting here, looking at the 2 teams, the way they approach their offense. Robbinsdale Cooper, 11 free throw attempts. Northfield did not get to the line.
Well, and as aggressive as Cooper is, that's a testament to how sound their defense is. They're digging for the ball, and their hands are so quick, they're really not committing any fouls.
2 very good teams. I bet the offensive sparks are going to start to fly here in the second half. It's a 2-point game. Cooper leading Northfield by 2 at halftime of the AAA final.
And they're just fired up, and you could see the support. I mean, they got a pack down there. And then Northfield is always so supportive and so strong, and they're here I'm looking back at them, and there's just tons of them, and their band, by the way, both bands are great. These Northfield kids are characters.
Yeah, the crowd wants something to get behind, something to celebrate, and they have these great athletes out here to celebrate and watch, and I'm so glad that they all came out to support them. It makes it so much more exciting.
Yeah, you and I just love being a part of this. I know Allie does too. It's just the excitement, the passion. And you got to have a little passion to be here, and boy, oh boy, it's just fun. Something special about these tournaments in the spring. Every year since you're a little tight, looking forward to it, and it's just wonderful to see the turnout here tonight in this first of 2 championship games this evening. Oh, nice strong pass down underneath, and that's Kelly.
And that's the way we know that the Northfield Raiders can play. We've watched them play like this in this tournament, and so if they can turn this around and really start doing that high-low and feeding their posts, this can be a completely different game.
Buford, she was looking good in warm-ups. Let's watch her shoot those threes, and she was swishing them. But they're not going to give her any room. There's a good drive to the hoop by T.T. Longs.
T.T. Longs, who does so much for this team, but what's key is she's getting their shooting percentage up. The Hawks shot so poorly in the first half.
Yeah, 18%. Northfield's 33%. What's interesting to me, though, Northfield stuck around, and they had 12 turnovers, and there were only 4 for the Hawks, and you'd think that would have been a huge difference maker. There's another one. Here comes Wheeler. Down Broadway, and she is fouled.
It's points off of turnovers that matter, and that's what has to happen here for the Hawks. And let's see if they can do that on the free throw line. But yeah, their ability to turn you over is fantastic, but you want to be able to do something with it on the other end.
And Cooper had 6 steals, and Northfield had none. So I'm sure, you know, keeping the game tight like that was to Northfield's advantage.
Absolutely.
Right now, 22-20 as Asia gets ready there at the free throw line. 60% shooter. She's 100% tonight so far. Kiara Buford, the head coach, 4 years, 75 wins, U of M grad. 27 years for Tony Matheson at Northfield, and that one is good too.
Nice job by Asia Wheeler.
Hoff. Nowak. What do you suppose the strategy was at halftime for Coach Matheson?
Well, definitely to get the posts more involved in this game and get them more active and rebounding. I mean, that's really the key advantage that they have in this game.
Taylor Ernst against Jada Buford on the inbound pass to Grace Touchette. So they got a mission to keep her close. Wow, look at Gaston is not giving her a breath out there. Kelly. Touchette. There's Gaston right on top. Touchette doesn't take that pick, but she got a double team. Now Hoff sees somebody open in the corner. Nothing there. Quickly covered up to Nowak. This quick defense, and there's a scramble for the basketball again, and picked off. Again, another turnover.
Yeah, they are difficult to go up against Cooper because when you're trying to work your offense and find something, you're also worried that you're going to lose the ball to them.
Wheeler inside, and the left-handed runner is perfect.
That's good looking.
6-point lead now for the Hawks. Nowak, the 5'8" senior. There's the screen off the top. Buford gets right through it. Kelly. Another steal. Let's go to Allie courtside. Allie?
You know, this team has a lesson in teamwork that's unusual like anything else. This season, Northfield's assistant coaches took the team outside and told one player to push Coach Matheson's new truck to make it move. She couldn't, so they added another player. Truck still wouldn't budge. It took until the entire team could push the truck for it to move, and a lesson was proven. When a task seems impossible, it can be accomplished by coming together and working as a team. So they have a little red car that they push up and down the sidelines, reminding them in times when it gets tough during a game that if they work together, they can make this happen.
All right, Allie, we're going to start doing that before broadcast. What do you think?
It sounds fun. Let's try it. No, I love all the team bonding, building, all those things that you have to do to get players and athletes to believe that they have to do it a certain way. Sometimes you got to get them to buy into your system.
That's Emma Carlson, almost with the steal out there, and then coming back with us, Annika Richardson now into the ball game for the Raiders. They'll move a few people in and out. Both teams will. Touchette, that's almost picked off, and then there's a foul that was called just before that. Timeout with 14:43 to go in half number 2. 6-point lead for the Hawks. Back on 45 TV. Welcome back to Target Center, and we have the state championship game here in 3A going on. Robbinsdale Cooper in their first state tournament in a championship game. Looking good here. Now that three-pointer. Man, how do you stop Grace Touchette? Your name is your destiny. Every time she shoots, I want to say Touchette.
Touchette, yeah. She's done everything in this game for the Raiders. It's amazing.
Boy, they move with great speed. Cooper does. Wheeler. Taking a look at this defense. Buford. Long's in the middle. Won't get it there. Wheeler taking a look. She's got that quick first move when she wants it. Buford. Low post now. Wheeler's got that nice release, too. That quick release, Leo.
She sure does. And even though they didn't score right there, I do like the patience that the Hawks are taking on the offensive end.
Wow. Ooh. Good hustle down there now.
Oh, gosh.
That's a push. And how about Emma Carlson?
Bodies are flying.
Crowd is juiced, man. They are into this thing. Love it.
So Robbinsdale Cooper has 3 players on the court who have 2 fouls, one with 1. So clearly have to be careful with that, and that's part of their game in a sense, in that they play that pressure defense. You're going to get fouls.
Touchette trying to take the baseline. Foul called. And that'll be on Wheeler. Oh, Buford will get it. So one more time, Clara Nowak, the 5'8" senior. Touchette, and off of the screen, nothing there. Touchette guarded now by Tribble, as she was a little bit in the first half as well. So Tribble is not taking her eyes off her. Look at that. That's pretty good intensity out there. And great play again. Who else?
Asia Wheeler.
Asia Wheeler is so good. And then that's going to be a travel there.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Yeah, hard to the floor, too.
They come down on such a nice break. So much work on the defensive end to get down there.
I'll tell you what, she's going to be a heck of a player. Tribble, the freshman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's gotten a lot of time in this tournament and has done some big things.
Emma Carlson again. You turn your head, and there's Asia Wheeler. Just bouncing. No break there to go down. That'll be out of bounds off of the Hawks. I don't know defensively if I've seen anybody better than Wheeler. I mean, the Borovich sisters are outstanding. It's same level, don't you think?
It's where you're always looking, you're always searching for the steal, and you're crafty with it, and you have to have speed.
And you bring the ball down, and if she's nearby, good luck to you. But she's 5'7".
Well, it rattles you when you play against a team like that because it always is on your mind.
Gaston now, a little guard. Touchette. Olsen solo. Taylor Ernst. Good defense. Nowak. This is Emma Carlson.
Oh, frustration. So that's be your third.
Yeah. Got to have her on the court.
Yeah. Assuming she looks like she's going to leave her out there.
Northfield with the ball. Cooper with the lead. Carlson. They set a lot of screens at the top.
And you roll from, and then you can get your big players to roll to the basket.
Oh, that was a nice looking play.
That was nice, and she didn't hesitate at all. Went to the basket strong.
Olsen solo with the hoop. Now we got a 1-point game here in the second half of the state championship game. 3A. Two outstanding squads. Now low post the other way. And again, she's a freshman, folks. Mimi Wheeler.
And she just uses her body so well. She knows how to get positioning by using her body and her size. It's outstanding.
Touchette.
That is going to be her third.
Yeah.
That's going to be a problem. There's 11 minutes left in this game, and you're going to need Wheeler, and you're going to need Gaston. You're going to need all these players on the court at the end of this game.
Raiders down 3 to Cooper. Kelly down along the baseline. No shots, so they'll push it out to the corner. Here comes TT Longs. 10 points a game from the 5'6" senior on average. Over to Gaston. She'll give you 9. They're really balanced in their scoring.
Yeah, they've done a great job of getting everyone involved. 6 players for Cooper has scored in this game.
Wow, what a shot!
The effort to Gaston. Doesn't score a ton for them, but she's active defensively. She's limping pretty bad, too.
Well, remember she got hit and she was chased after that ball over on the sideline, and I don't know if that's a result of that or not, but unless she just did it on that play, boy, she is really twisted that ankle or something.
Hate to see a player leave any game.
Well, we'll take a timeout here and hope she's fine. 30 to 25. And you'll watch this shot right here as Cooper maintains a 5-point lead now. Well, let's take a look at our summary tonight, Leah.
Well, Robbinsdale Cooper doing great things, but look at 13 points off turnovers. And Northfield, you know, Grace Touchette is just really leading this team, and they've also had 17 turnovers because of that defense from the Hawks, I mean, it's just relentless. They're always deflecting, hands in the passing lanes. They're everywhere.
Game summary brought to you by Catholic United, life insurance, annuities, and retirement products. Tribble, good fake, down low, Wheeler, double dribble. There's Asia Wheeler, and there's Mimi Wheeler. Asia's a junior. Kiara, or Mimi as they call her, is a freshman.
Yeah, she doesn't play like a freshman.
No, not at all. In fact, several of them go, oh, there's a pick right there, and then stolen back. Lots of time left in this one, 10 minutes. Hoff going to the bucket. That'll be on Jada Buford.
Yeah, and I think Marissa talked about this at halftime. If they can get Hoff into this game more, getting her to roll to the basket, be more aggressive. You don't have to rush that shot. She can take the time because she's got the height. If she keeps that ball up high, you got to make those.
She's an 80% free throw shooter. That did not look like that was off of the money there a little bit. And that one just hit the back of the iron. So when she's at the line, that's usually a good sign, but they're in trouble finding the spot. 30-25. Hawks, #1 team in the state, #1 seed in this tournament against Northfield. The Raiders having a great year down in the Big 9. There's a three-pointer on the way.
Oh, now that could change this game. They can start hitting those outside shots. Coach Buford talked about it at halftime. She wanted to pull out, get some good looks from the perimeter.
Yeah, I always say let the freshmen shoot because they're not aged enough to be nervous.
Exactly. They don't know that they should be
Good
nervous.
rebound. Kelly. Oh my, kicking it out. Try it one more time. That one's going to be short. Hard rebound. Buford has it. She's going to be fouled. And if you look at this three-pointer by the freshman.
Establishing the outside game.
There's the bench. Look at that.
Tribble, a big shot, just a freshman.
33-25. TT Longs will inbound the ball. But the bench got to see themselves.
Everyone loves to see themselves on TV.
Well, that's what you're here for. Have a great time, right? Have fun, make it memorable.
Absolutely.
Tony was very good about this. This is just memories. These kids just got to enjoy this whole experience.
Yes.
There's a foul. That's going to be on Annika Hoff. And Tribble will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and you're feeling that all the momentum right now with Robbinsdale Cooper, and as they hit big shots and push the pace, it's really making things difficult for the Raiders, and it's rattling them.
Well, their lone losses this year, Leah, were to Hopkins and Centennial, both 4A programs, and one of them we'll see next. There's Coach Buford.
She's been so calm in this game. She just does such a nice job with these young ladies, keeping them calm, allowing them to have fun, but being very focused.
I was talking about some of her assistant coaches. Biggest lead of the game right here about Coach Peterson, and she said he can't leave. I mean, she has great admiration for the people that are surrounding her on that bench.
Yeah, that matters. Spend a lot of time with your assistants.
And there's another good one. There's a former multi-sport athlete right there too, by the way, Coach Matheson. His assistant coach for that Sentinel baseball team. They're playing down south right now. So.
All right.
I think he's pretty happy where he's at the state tournament. Well, free throws are hard to find right now for Northfield. They haven't hit one in the second half. Off the mark a little bit. Look at the scramble for the rebound. And that'll go back to the Raiders. Biggest lead here of the game at 8:36 to go, but I think anybody that was ready for this game, we all thought it would be a really good game. I don't think anybody predicted 35-25 with 8.5 minutes left.
I think now the pace is starting to move a little bit here.
Wow, that almost went in. That's a foul, and that'll put Grace Touchette at the free throw line. What do you think of her as a player?
Well, she's an amazing player because you always think of her as being the player that's going to distribute the ball and kind of run things and get everyone in the right place. But she's also a great scorer, and obviously she's been huge in this game. She had 21 in the semifinals. She averages 14 on the season. So I can't say enough about her.
She'll end up, I know, as her all-time leading assist player, but she scored over 1,300 points for them.
Yeah, so she's doing it all. And she's so unselfish. She always looks for other people first.
And that takes advantage of those free throws, 35-27. Here comes Cooper with the basketball. And Sierra Lynch is in there. She wants it on the side. They don't see her, so they pop that shot up. Lynch goes in for the rebound. Now it's popped loose. Credit there to Olsen-Sola for knocking it loose. A look. Instead, they'll go down low. And the shot is blocked, but also a fall down there low. So going to the free throw line will be Annalie Olsen-Sola, 7 points on average.
And see, this is where the post players can take their time. They get the ball, they have the height advantage, and you can just take your time turning into the defense, get to the free throw line, let them foul you.
In the second half now, they are 2 of 6 from the free throw line. One more time for the senior, 6'1" senior. Rebound, T.T. Longs, also a senior, 5'6". Over to Sierra Lynch. She's a junior at 5'4". There's the freshman Tribble. Let's go down low to Wheeler, and she'll muscle it in. There's a block. Beautiful play. Olsen-Sola's defense has been pretty sharp.
That's solid play down there.
Last Northfield field goal, though, was about 5 minutes ago at the 12 mark. A long time to go without field goals here.
That is a long time.
Hoff being very patient. Touchette gets away from the defender. It's too hard. And clearing the board nicely again is Tribble. Going to push it down off her foot, out of bounds. Just as she's trying to make that cut. How about Mary down there working with my buddy Randy at the end, doing some security, getting the ball back inside.
Very nice.
Look at the Cooper fans.
Gets an assist for that.
Needs a little help to get that ball in bounds. There, Touchette has it now to Hoff. Even though Hoff is 6'3", she's no stranger to bringing the basketball down.
She loves doing that.
Underneath, there's Annika, blocked. Nice defensive play.
Isn't that amazing how difficult it has been for their bigs to get the ball?
Timeout at the court. 6:53 left in this one. 8-point game. 45.com. Great support, both these schools.
Yeah, a lot of great signs.
Yeah, signs are the big thing this year.
We've seen some funny ones.
We don't see a banana this year. It's the first time in years I haven't seen a banana.
Got a corn in the cob.
Got a corn in the cob earlier. And it wasn't a kid. So, and he was leading cheers. He'd run down.
Yeah, he was in it. He was all over the place. A trap up top.
What are you anticipating here? Use a little time off the clock?
Yeah, they're going to be. They need to be patient in this, but they can afford to be weaving through the defense.
Beautiful effort. Lead pass, got a 2-on-2. Oh, I don't know if they're ready for that.
Don't put that down.
Trying to get it up, but that
can't do a lot of dribbling down there in the paint.
That goes back to Cooper right there.
Champs in their first trip to state. How difficult it is. This is what Cooper is trying to do in their first time to the state tournament. See some of the teams that have done it. Park Center, remember that team in AAA?
Oh, yeah. In fact, they had a rookie coach that year, right? Was that his first year?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Was, yeah.
You're right. That's right. We talked about how big that was. Come in your first season, win a state championship.
And then came back and won it again, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Cooper, Hawks with the basketball now. And off the glass. Rebound hauled down by Hoff. Again, should just bring that ball up. That's a real advantage when your center can do that. Ernst. Oh boy, there's those quick hands. Wheeler.
Gotta use a left here.
Well, goes over and gets it. No one else is there and put it up and in. That is hustle. Wheeler, very impressive effort. Could have given up on that shot.
Get the steal, get your own rebound.
I don't think she gives up on anything. There's a foul on Tribble. Let's go to Allie.
Dave, this is a history-making team in Cooper, and Coach Buford says it's because of their continued development, maturity, and chemistry from last year's team. She said it really helps having young talent like Wheeler and Tribble, but her seniors and upperclassmen have really developed into true leaders. She also credits the addition of Daniel Makepeace to the coaching staff, saying he's been a really big positive change to their program.
Thanks, Allie. Hoff misses that shot right there. She's Cornell bound next year. Honorable mention, All-State. There's a good look at Buford, Jada. And we'll have Nowak go out, and Carlson will come back in. Yep.
Nice looking shot.
Northfield 3 for 9 on their free throws. And they're a better shooting team than that from the line. Actually, a pretty good free throw shooting team.
Northfield doing the job of getting some turnovers.
9-point edge here right now for Robbinsdale Cooper, representing the Metro West and representing it well. Beat Alexandria in that opening game, but they had a dandy. It was 58-51. It was Alexandria had a super team this year.
Ooh.
How about that? Timeout was called.
Well, that's a smart timeout. Getting ready to tie that thing up.
We got a technical earlier, so Hoff is smart to get Touchette out. Let's go. Come on, back to the huddle. Tonight, Eastview and Hopkins after this one. Undefeated Eastview. Hopkins and Eastview, that's turned into a rivalry, hasn't it, girls basketball?
Boy, a lot of great, talented players, Division I players on those two teams. Should be fun. Of course, Eastview's that other team, as you said, trying to go undefeated, get a championship. Sauk Center did earlier with 33 wins, which is pretty cool.
Record. That's a new record in the state for most wins of the season.
Never been done before.
Yeah, and that's something. Eastview can't get it. I think if they win, that'd be 32.
I think they're at 32.
Talking about most wins ever. So 33, Sauk Center did that. So should Eastview win tonight, I think that's 32. I'll double check on that. But Raiders, little trap out there trying to get trapped, I should say. And there's Wheeler again.
She got it.
She's unbelievable. To the hoop. Man.
The effort that goes into that, Asia Wheeler, and she anticipates and reads so well, and then she slips in at 5'7" and steals it. It's impressive.
Well, there's the answer to it in Touchette.
That is the answer. And quick scoring is important. There's 4.5 minutes left in this game.
Boy, Gaston is really limping still. Remember, she went out. See if she could turn the Jets up. There's Long standing all alone, and a quick release before the defender could get there. Now you got a 41-30 game. Ernst for Northfield trying to go down low post. Kelly. Good defense, boy, holding her own down there was Massacoy.
Yeah, she's been solid defensively, Massacoy.
There's Gaston. Going to feed it off to Kiara Buford. Back out to Drew Gaston. Yeah, ankle looks pretty good there.
She attacks the basket, gets 2 points. Yeah, she seems to be moving quite well on it now.
Yeah, 13-point lead for the Hawks, and the fans with 3:22 are feeling pretty good. That ball is knocked out of bounds by Cooper.
Wow. It's deflating when you play against a team that turns you over and sticks with you like that continuously throughout a game.
There's Gaston. Looking good. Here's our play of the game tonight.
Andrea Tribble. Nice looking pass, nice looking shot. That made it 35-25. The freshman hits a big shot and the bench loves it.
Play of the game brought to you by Minnesota Rusco since 1955. Back on 45 TV. Hawks leading their cheering section. And the technical was just called on Drew Gaston. I did not see it, Leah, but she got a technical.
Me either.
It was during the timeout it happened, but I'm not sure what happened. Missing the first one, but getting the second one is Touchette. So a technical down each squad, both ways.
Yeah, that's 2 in this game.
First 2 we've seen, I think, in the tournament, right?
It may be.
I think so. I think they tried to call one on Chris earlier during the pregame, but
didn't take.
Touchette underneath. Hoff too hard. And here they come, that fast break. They got it cooking now. Wheeler again. Hustled down by.
You hate to see how that worked. You can't finish, but they have enough energy. You have the feeling they'll be doing it again soon.
Olsen's solo came down hard to get that rebound, and the three-point effort will not go. Here's Gaston. Trying to get the trap line, gets it away so quick. So with 2:40, let's see if they can try to take time off the clock here now, leading by 12 points. Buford going to run the baseline, and then she'll be fouled by Hoff. So Annika will pick up her 3rd foul. Keep in mind, Gaston's working with 4 fouls. Yeah, they had a little early foul trouble. A number of them had 3 fouls, but and Wheeler was out for a little while, but they've managed to contain that and not let it get any worse. Here's the inbound pass from Buford. Oh, good anticipation by Emma Carlson.
That was nice movement, gets down court. Be nice to see if the Raiders can score quickly.
Carlson, Hoff.
Yeah, there you go. Again, whenever she gets the ball and can face up the basket, Hoff, and look and take her time, she does great down low.
The technical was for taunting, apparently. Just found out. Oh, all alone under the bucket. Here comes the defense, and then block. Another try. Scramble, and that's put up by T.T. Longs.
Offensive rebounding is your friend. You get 2 and 3 chances.
They just do not quit on the boards, do they?
Yeah, it's been outstanding. They have. It's actually a pretty tight game on the board. On the boards, Northfield's out rebounding Robbinsdale Cooper just by a couple, 38, just by 1, 38-37.
Grace Touchette. There's Coach Matheson. There's Touchette, 80% free throw shooter. She had 21 yesterday in the semis, or 2 days ago, rather. She is 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Points in the game. 22. Or 20, rather. They got on the board, I see. Timeout called here with 1:44 to go and a 45-35 score. So take me into the huddles right here. What's Coach Buford saying?
Work down low on the defensive end for Mimi Wheeler. You see her on the offense doing a little bit of everything for her team, and I feel like this is how she's been in this tournament. She's done everything that's been asked of her. Comes in, gives you some defense, a steal, rebound, uses her body, is strong, physical, just really been impressive in this tournament.
They're always having fun, aren't they?
Oh yeah, the crowd, although a little quieter right now as we're down to 1:44. Both school sections have been pretty rowdy during this game.
First girls basketball state tournament appearance for Robbinsdale Cooper. They've had a heck of a year. And now lead by 10, got a minute 44.
So we've been seeing in a lot of these games that, you know, the slowdown would start about now. Well, some teams started a lot earlier than that. I don't anticipate that that's going to happen with Robbinsdale Cooper in this game. But no, they are actually. They're getting ready to do it right now as I said that.
Foul. But there's no bonus yet, I don't think. No, I think we're a couple of... Oh, that'll be the 6th team right there. Ball being bounded by Jada Buford to Drew Gaston, and then a pass over to Kiara Buford. I'm sure she can still pop it pretty well.
I know, I wouldn't mind seeing her old jumper. It was a nice looking one, as I remember.
Yeah, one of the greatest teams of all. I mean, that's always a fun argument. It's hard to tell the greatest teams, but there's no doubt that one usually comes out front and center.
The St. Paul Central team?
Yeah.
Or, yes, that was one of the great teams with Angel Robinson. And one of the great point guards to ever come through this Minnesota women's basketball.
At the free throw line, Drew Gaston, 5'6" senior. Six points in the game. It's the first time she's been at the free throw line. Cooper fans going nuts. And they're thinking, with a minute 26 left, a little bit nervous. Players are swinging together down along the bench for Cooper. Kind of a good luck charm down there.
You get so anxious, even though there's just a couple minutes left. You just feel so nervous.
Well, you're in a state tournament, so you know whoever you're playing is good, and they can shoot. But they're going to have to push it down pretty quick here with a minute 18 to go. Grace Touchette. Rachel Kelly. Touchette. She's got a shot there and turns around and rebounded by the 5'7" junior Asia Wheeler, and Asia will feed it up to Buford, and then she'll move it down court, and they're going to see if they can spend a little time passing the ball around.
Such a team effort. They have done such a great job of including everybody.
Well, the Cooper fans are now up. Everybody's standing in those orange shirts.
There's the foul.
Down to 43 seconds. The whole crowd collectively all of a sudden got to about the 50-second mark, and they're all up on their feet. And what a crowd we got here. If they're not wearing orange, they're wearing green. Here come the flashlights.
Oh, it's a hot new thing at the tournament this year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. Although if you're playing, I don't know if you'll but they're not so bright. I guess you can look at them and you'll be fine. Touchette knows she's got to get it going and drives in, and she'll go to the line for two. And the fall will be on Longs, so that's her third. Boy, Touchette is the only player in double figures for Northfield.
Yeah, that's what was difficult. It took Northfield a while to get other people involved outside of Touchette. So many good players on that Raiders team, but they were just disrupted today by the defense, the pressure defense of Robbinsdale Cooper.
Robbinsdale Cooper with the basketball now. Under 30. Buford looking for somebody to go to, and there's a double team and a foul on Richardson. That'll send Drew Gaston to the free throw line again, where she is 2 of 2. And a look at the Cooper Hawk team. Head coach is still a little bit nervous. They always are, aren't they?
I know. I'm like, can you smile yet? No, they can't. He's getting ready to win a state championship for the first time for her school.
Gaston getting the bows after using every part of that cylinder to put that one down. 3 for 3 from the stripe. The senior is 4 of 4. And We've got 21 seconds left for the state championship game. Here comes Northfield. 15 seconds left. They'll go inside Kelly's shot. She'll draw a foul with 11.9. Two nice programs. Cooper hoping to get a nice beginning to the there we go. Get your theme right there.
I like it.
Rachel Kelly for Northfield. 12-point difference. 11.9 on the clock. The Raiders have an impressive season. Top 5 team in the state. State championship game. Rebound. Wheeler.
Oh, what a season they have had, the Raiders, and they will be celebrating tonight, their head coach said, no matter what the outcome, because of everything they've accomplished this season.
Mimi Wheeler bounces that ball on the court to signify that they are the state champs in AAA. There's a smile from the head coach. And these girls have had a great bonding experience in this journey. And this is a journey that may just be beginning.
I think you're right. There's a lot of young players on this squad. They really did a fantastic job.
Let's check out our player of the game.
Asia Wheeler, 15 points, 3 rebounds. She did a lot for this team in this tournament. She is a junior. She was rebounding. She was active. She got other people involved, and she did just what was asked of her.
Player of the game brought to you by Preferred One. Achieve your best health with Preferred One health plans. Well, it was a little lower scoring than most of us thought, but it was two good teams going at it with their defenses. And got to credit both schools for the support. Fabulous, but this means an awful lot for Robbinsdale Cooper.
Yeah, it's a big deal for the school, for the community, and Kiara Buford, and what she's already brought to this school for these young ladies.
I love their support from their fans over there. Let's head down to Dave Giles for the awards presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to begin our awards ceremony. At this time, we'll present the 10-member Wells Fargo All-Tournament team, chosen by members of the Minnesota Girls Basketball Coaches Association. These students have distinguished themselves by their athletic excellence, leadership, team commitment, and exceptional sportsmanship. Presenting the all-tournament trophies on behalf of Wells Fargo at center court is Bisola Taiwo, assistant branch manager. And now the 2018 Class 3A girls basketball all-tournament team. From Academy of Holy Angels in Richfield, forward Destiny Oberg. From Wilmer, guard Cale Hovland. From Grand Rapids, guard Heaven Hamling. From Grand Rapids, forward Hannah DeMars. From Northfield, center Annika Hoff. From Northfield, guard Grace Touchette. From Northfield, center Rachel Kelly. From Robbinsdale Cooper, guard Asia Wheeler. From Robbinsdale Cooper, forward Kiara Wheeler. And from Robbinsdale Cooper, guard Andrea Tribble. Please join Wells Fargo and the Minnesota State High School League in congratulating these outstanding student athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 Class 3A Girls Basketball All-Tournament Team. In tournament action on Friday at Concordia University in St. Paul, the Class 3A Consolation Championship game was won by Academy Holy Angels, defeating Alexandria 56-46. The Class 3A Consolation Championship trophy was awarded to Academy of Holy Angels. The Class 3A third place game was played earlier today at Concordia University, with Grand Rapids defeating Wilmer 51-42. The Class 3A fourth place trophy was awarded to Wilmer High School. Bronze medals in the Class 3A third place trophy were awarded to Grand Rapids High School. Congratulations to our Class 3A third and fourth place teams, Grand Rapids and Wilmer, for an outstanding state tournament. At this time, we would like to present the second place trophy and medals. These awards will be presented by members of the Minnesota State High School League Board of Directors. They are Jill Johnson of Waconia, and Dave Swanberg of LeSueur Henderson. He is the president of the Minnesota State High School League Board of Directors. They will be assisted by Eric Martins, executive director of the Minnesota State High School League, and Lisa Lissamore, the tournament director. Silver medals and the Class 3A second place trophy will be awarded to Northfield High School. Please step forward as your name is called. Number 3, Taylor Ernst. Number 5, Clara Nowak. Number 11, Emma Carlson. Number 13, Madeline Hessian. Number 15, Nora Lemkool. Number 21, Grace Touchette. Number 23, Lizzie Berkbaum. Number 25, Annika Gugesberg. Number 31, Annika Richardson. Number 32, Isabel Hessian. Number 33, Emma Johnson. Number 35, Lisette Salgado. Number 41, Emma Hodap. Number 42, Rachel Kelly. Number 43, Annika Hoff. Number 45, Annalie Olsen-Sola. Number 51, Ava McNabb. Number 52, Emma Rasmussen. Student manager, Peyton Mackey Waller. Assistant coach, Emiliana Graupman. Assistant coach, Tammy Filzen. Head coach of the Northfield Raiders, Tony Matheson. And now will the captains of the Northfield team please come forward to receive the Class 3A second place trophy.
Congratulations, girls. Get your basketball here, too.
Congratulations to Northfield High School, second place Class 3A girls basketball for 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 Minnesota State High School Class 3A girls basketball champion is Robbinsdale Cooper High School. The gold medals will be presented to each team member. Please step forward as your name is called. Number 0, Jayla Relaford. Number 2, Asia Wheeler. Number 3, Lene Davis. Number 4, TT Longs. Number 5, Ju Gaston. Number 13, Dashanti Jones. Number 14, Izzy Hall. Number 15, Autumn Johnson. Number 20, Jada Buford. Number 21, Kiara Wheeler. Number 22, Kiara Coops. Number 23, Sierra Lynch. Number 31, Andrea Tribble. Number 41, Bella Thomas. Number 44, Imani Gordon. Number 45, Arthel Massacoy. Student manager, Sadria Cyrus. Student manager, Heaven Shaw. Assistant coach, Daniel Makepeace. Assistant coach, Lakita Davis. The head coach of the Robbinsdale Cooper Hawks, Kiara Buford. And now will the captains of the Robbinsdale Cooper team, the 2018 Minnesota State High School Class 3A Championship Girls Basketball team, please come forward to receive your championship trophy.
Robbinsdale Cooper Hawks are champions in girls basketball. They finished the season 29-2, their first ever state girls basketball championship. Jenny Johnson, Marissa Layton joining me, Chris Long. Jenny, just a suffocating defensive effort by the Hawks.
It would be a nightmare to have to be a guard bringing the ball up against that defense. They forced 20 turnovers. That's 20 extra offensive possessions that Cooper had because of their defense.
20 turnovers in the final. They also forced 20 turnovers in the semifinal. Amazing defense. Northfield, this is how good that defense was. Cooper only shot 28.1% themselves, Marissa, and still found a way to win the game.
Cooper's defense was incredible, both in the full court and the half court. Those Northfield girls must be exhausted from working so incredibly hard to put the basketball in the basket. I have to give credit to Grace Touchette, because not only did she have to bring the ball up the court every single time, she also scored 24 of her team's 37 points.
And while handling the ball the whole game, only 4 turnovers for her, 24 points. We weren't so sure if Cooper was going to be able to adjust to a slower tempo game. At times, this game did slow down. It didn't throw them off their game, Jenny.
No, it didn't, and I was very impressed with Coach Kiara Buford's work with the team, because they showed a lot of poise. Even in the slow game, I think at halftime she talked about how she wanted them to actually slow down and be a little bit more patient on offense, and they did just that.
Kiara Buford has put together quite a program over there at Cooper, Marissa.
She has. Jenny and I looked, she's been there for 4 years, and you know, sometimes it takes a couple years to get a system and a culture in place, and I think everything clicked at the right time. Jenny and I are really, really impressed with Coach Kiara Buford.
Let's hear from her and one of her newly crowned champions down with Allie Arlt.
Kiara, how did you coach this team into being the best girls basketball team this school has ever seen?
I think my main concept and goal was to develop my players. I mean, I know at the end of the day I can't go out on the court, so the better I can make them and the more team chemistry we can build, they're solid, you know, so I had to be comfortable. I know I was nervous. I barely slept the last few days, but being confident that they were prepared and they were going to go out and get the job done.
But you used to be out on this court. You've won a championship as a player and as a coach. What's that like?
I mean, it feels amazing. I think it was a little bit more stressful as a coach, I would say, which I didn't expect. But it's awesome. And I was just happy that with the experience and knowing how it feels as a player to be able to have all of my players experience that as well.
This is a special group of seniors for you because they came along with you taking over the program. Talk about TT and her senior year.
I mean, it's just amazing what they've been able to do, and they are the heart of our program. We've built this program together. We don't know anything different. You know, I came in, they were freshmen. We've built it from the ground up from the time I stepped in the door, and we haven't looked back. And so I'm super proud of them, so happy that they could conquer this as their senior year. I will miss them, especially TT.
Congratulations, Coach. TT, this is the first team to ever bring a title to Cooper. Why was your team the one to do it?
I don't know, because we work together as a team. We've been wanting this for a long time. Our chemistry is very well. Like we were saying it from the beginning, this is what we want to do. We've been wanting to do this for the beginning of the season. This was our goal. This was our goal.
You have an incredible coach in Coach Buford. What is it like playing for her?
I love Buford. She's taught me so much that I can actually bring into when I go to college. Like I can learn from her. Everything that she taught us has helped us to get here, to get this win.
Congratulations to you both and your entire team.
Thank you.
Chris.
The shirts say making her story. I like that a lot right there. You see it on TT Long's back. Kiara Buford, Jenny, was on one of the best high school teams we've ever seen in the state in girls basketball, played for the Gophers. Now she's coached the team. Her composure was so strong.
Oh, it absolutely was, and you could see it reflected in the interview with her player. She just did an outstanding job. She's been awesome coaching this team.
3 first-time champs already on Championship Saturday. We'll set up the 4A title game coming up next on 45 TV. Pretty good performance out of the Robbinsdale Cooper Hawks. They take home their first ever state championship, beating Northfield 49-37. Chris Long with Jenny Johnson and Marissa Layton. Jenny, and a very impressive effort from the Hawks.
Oh, absolutely. You know, to come here for the first time, ranked #1, there's a lot of pressure on your shoulders, and Cooper rose to that occasion, and they put the game away and won themselves their first state championship on Championship Saturday.
We were just talking during the commercial. You see star players take over a lot at state. This Cooper team didn't have a star player. They were a true team, Marissa.
That's definitely why they won this basketball game. They kept taking players off their bench and just throwing more and more pressure defense at Northfield, and it was just too much for Northfield tonight.
Defensively, they were so strong. Northfield never really able to get on track. A lot of that due to Mimi Wheeler down low. She had 4 blocks, 12 rebounds in the game, Jenny.
Well, she does such a nice job of going straight up. You know, she takes up some good space down there. She's a big presence, and then does a really nice, solid job of keeping her balance. Soft hands, lays it in for 2.
Freshman, by the way, so we'll be seeing her plenty. Asia Wheeler, a junior. She's not going anywhere just yet. She had a terrific effort, 15 points and 4 rebounds. Marissa.
I was impressed again with everyone on the Cooper basketball team. If you look at their stat sheet, every single player on their roster played a pivotal role in the victory tonight.
So that, Cooper fans, is what it looks like when your team wins a state championship. The first time you've seen it, and with what Kiara Buford is building, it would not surprise any of us if we maybe see this again at some point down the road. They're victorious, beating Northfield 49-37 to finish the season 29-2. The statistics brought to you by U.S. Bank, the power of possible. How do you win a state title when you shoot 28%? You have 11 steals, Marissa. That's how.
Yeah, they made up for it. We've been talking about their defensive pressure all night. 11 steals and 17 points off of turnovers.
Jenny, you talked about the 20 turnovers they forced in this game, matching that total in the last game. Northfield just 2 points off turnovers for their part.
Right, and I think Cooper did a nice job of handling when Northfield tried to trap them at the end of the game. They're skilled enough, and they just handled the ball very well and didn't turn it over themselves.
Asia Wheeler, TT Longs, Mimi Wheeler, and the Robbinsdale Cooper Hawks are champions of Class 3A. We have one more trophy to be claimed. It will either be Eastview or Hopkins, 2 teams that state tournament viewers are more than familiar with here at the girls' state basketball tournament. Eastview, the 1 seed, Hopkins, the 2 seed. One of them will claim the title in 4A. We're going to see who it is coming up next after a short break right here on 45 TV.